Welcome back, everybody, to the final round of Apprentice League Season 3. We're here in Senegal, the Nijani Circuit, as well on
Oh my god.
Meyck's on board. Yeah, so I'm again accompanied by Flix.
Welcome. Wait, not welcome. Hello.
How you feeling today?
Feeling great.
Yeah.
I'm excited for the race. It's a difficult track. It's not like the last one. Last one was easy to learn. This one is a bit harder. So I'm excited to see the battles. But yeah.
It's a championship fight actually. It's between Meyck and Fantomy. I think Fantomy's
Oh,
actually
yeah.
21 points ahead though, so maybe not so much of a fight. I think if he takes any points, if he just finishes the race, I think he'll come home with the championship title. Meyck sets the fastest lap at 33.22. An F186 pretty close behind him, and that's a solid lap. And Fantomy is going to want to improve on his time as well, because he wants to get onto the pole, start at the front of the grid. But the pressure is not really on him because he doesn't really have to perform. He knows that he's leagues above everyone else here, basically, except for Meyck. So I think he can just be confident and bring the car home.
Oy.
No improvement there from him though, so we'll spec him on the final lap. He tries to keep it tight through the line, hits the grass a little bit, and I have to
Only 3
compromise
people
his time.
that got sub 34.
Yeah. F186 is really impressing. He drove last round. I think he came fourth. Third. He got podium in his first race. So really impressive stuff. Fantomy's going to round the final corner. Does he improve on his time? Who is going to improve on their time? Fantomy's at 33.32. It's not enough though, and Meyck will improve to a 33.08, taking pole.
Well, Meyck is looking strong right now.
Yeah. So you have Meyck pole position with a 33.08, a strong time ahead of his championship rival Fantomy, 0.24 seconds behind. And then we have F186 impressing once again. And it's Masca Bravos, an impressive time, and Mr. Kimster in 5th. And in 6th is a newcomer as well, Rafita. I think he joined the last round. 7th, Studious. And then 8th is Amois. 9th is Felix Lotus. And in 10th is Sebas.
And then we can go. Just keep an eye on Carlitos purely. He's very worried about, and Fantomy if we get the chance.
Oh yeah,
I can hear it.
Oh, what is he doing?
Yeah, that's not a very useful CC, is it?
It's an interesting line. He doesn't actually seem...
He
What
doesn't
is-
actually seem...
I can't...
Yeah.
Is that lag or is that like him like he's a
Yeah,
little bit, I
lag
can
or
see it's a
skill-
little bit laggy.
Lag or
but
skill issue, call it now.
I can't tell if it's like a fucking... I'll give him
Just
a second.
restart this one.
Restart it?
Restart this one. Give him another...
What is he doing? I can't tell he's...
Lag or skill issue.
I don't know what this guy's doing.
Like if he just keeps on the track and actually races, then we can actually see if
Yeah, that's a fun little... That's actually a really
Oh,
fun
okay.
quiz we need to have someday. Like, you just get a clip from jail or AL. Is it lag? Is it skill issue?
He seems coming out fine. Sebas crazy dive ball.
Yeah.
Just to cool
I'd
out.
say, yeah, I'd say connection is fine.
the connection
It's
is
just
fine, but he's
skill.
just driving.
Is the skill
That's
fine?
just skill-
though?
it's just the
That's
skill
question.
issue.
Okay,
Well, it
I'm
is
happy with that.
AL, so
I am happy with that.
that's
to be
it.
honest.
That's it. Now for real.
Boy, you fucking breathe it. Boy, you're not racing. Real race now. Already up.
Someone ask a lag or skill issue. You have to say skill issue.
No.
No.
So, okay. Again, call your race. This is the race. No restarts. No nothing.
If you die, you die. Who added me?
What is he talking about?
By the way, just a reminder, neither AL nor JL have rain or a two compound rule.
Yep.
So
Oh.
just
This AL,
want to put
not
that in the
jail
chat
for
for
rain.
JL maybe.
I was confused for that one. Alright, we'll see. Jail has
Not
rain.
today,
No,
Studios.
it
Oh.
doesn't.
No, no,
That
no,
is the
no.
wrong conclusion. Alright, let's start now.
Alright.
Studios, we're in Senegal, there's no rain in JL either.
Alright, so now we're on the starting line, ready to go. 18 laps around the beautiful Senegalese circuit. And lights out, and away we go. It's Meyck, who has pole position, and he's in a lead going into the first corner. And can he defend against Fantomy? Goes off a little bit off the track. And F186 tries to find the move, doesn't quite make it stick. Mr. Kimson falls down the grid as well. Oh, and he gets pushed off. Rafita and Masca Brevas, they all have, there's all like, incidents. There's a huge little crash there as they go full wide into that hairpin. It's just everyone going off the track. It's carnage, and then there's a lag rocket that sends Studious off the track. Check back at the lead. Meyck, Fantomy, and F186. If they keep in that slip train, they can really build a gap. As Mr. Kimster on the medium tyres, he's going to be slower than all the top three soft runners. Masco Brevis is slipping him on the hards. Rafita in 6th, Amwa on the hards in 7th. Going to see what he can do with the tyre advantage he will have near the end of the stint. Sebas on the soft, make the move down around the outside of the hairpin there. What a move. Studious falls down the order there, but Sebas makes the mistake, allowing Studious to go through. Carlitos, the one who missed qualifying, had to start from the back of the grid. He's gone up 2 places.
F186 P1, fighting for P1 at least.
Yeah, Meyck still retains it after all of that fighting. And we can see Fantomy really trying to find his way through. He goes wide a little bit. Makes quite a deep lunge. But Meyck is still in the lead. And if he can just escape.
It's quite nice to see F186 battling with these guys.
Yeah, it's not a 1v1 anymore. We're seeing some actual fighting. Meyck and Fantomy realise that they're not the fastest two, maybe. So they'll feel a little bit threatened. But I think it's Fantomy who's lost the slip there. Yeah, so Meyck, if he can just sustain the pace, I think he can just go on and, win the race. Yeah. Mr. Kimster now managed to build quite a gap between the soft runners behind him, who should have the better pace. Studious goes off the track yet again. So really unfortunate for him, and he goes a little bit wide as he struggles to control the car there. Sebas right behind him now, pressuring him. Can he make the move onto the straight? And he makes a mistake, and Sebas is just going to easily go through. Going side by side. Looks a little bit dangerous. Looks like a lag rocket just about to happen. Studious gets pushed off by Sebas. And it's going to be a little bit of an incident. And Moi in 10th on the hards. And it's Felix Lotus at the back of the grid. The mediums right now. We'll go back to the front of the grid.
Wait.
F186. Oh, Meyck is going to go into the pits. Wait. A sudden pit stop. 5 laps in, maybe a little bit early, but he's going to try and undercut, I'm guessing. He's on the softs again.
Hard.
Oh, he's on the softs. We're going to have to see where that takes him. Maybe he's trying to escape the fighting. He knows that he has the better pace between against the other 2 drivers, so he might just try and get an undercut. And then just
maybe he's doing 666.
Yeah, it could be. I'm going to see F186 really trying to take the fight to Fantomy. Really exhilarating stuff here. But he's just made a little mistake. It's Fantomy into the pits now, responding to Meyck's undercut. And F186 is now the only driver out of the top 3 to have not pit yet. So I'm going to see what kind of, distance they can close. Meyck is only just less than a second ahead of Fantomy, and he's going to have the worst tyres near the end of the stint. So maybe he's going to have a little bit of a disadvantage. And Fantomy can perhaps close the gap there. Mr. Kimster, impressive. He's in 2nd place. I think he only make 1 pit stop, unlike the other 2. I think Meyck is going to do a 2-stop, I think, yeah. So, we're seeing a variance in strategies that we don't really see that often in AL, because it's just so short. So we can have an interesting race here. F186, he's come out the pits. He's a whopping, 2 seconds behind Fantomy. Was that the undercut, or maybe he made a mistake going into or out of the pits. Yeah. Rafita going side by side with Studious here. He makes a mistake trying to get on the inside of Studious. But he manages to retain his position in the slipstream, I think. Or not, he's going to go wide and he's going to lose it. Fantomy passing Kimster on those worn mediums. But Kimster might be able to... I think he's going to pit now. 9 lapper on the mediums and then another 9 lapper. No 2 compound rule here. I saw something going side by side. Here's Carlitos versus Massacre Bravest now. But it's a battle that's short-lived. Carlitos having the much better tyres.
Yeah, Meyck with 2-second gap.
Yeah, I mean, he's just gapping everyone at this point. And
maybe...
yeah, he's managed to escape. And I think the 2-stop is going to really pay off here. Mr. Kimster, maybe he can settle for the slip of Carlitos. And maybe that can take him up the grid and he can fight for the win near the end of the race. But we're seeing Carlitos not so reliable to slip, making a few mistakes. Mr. Kimster gets through without incident. Checking back with Meyck, he's lost a little bit of time to Fantomy. It was like 2.4, now 2 seconds. So he's losing some ground. We'll see if he can retain that gap.
Yeah, Fantomy does have fresher tires, so maybe that's why he's losing that much speed.
Meyck is going to be pitting though, and maybe this could be a defining moment. If Mr. Kimster can catch up to Meyck as he comes out the pits, maybe he can just slip him to the end. But no, it's an incident between Carlitos and Mr. Kimster. A lag rocket. Oh, what an incident there. That's really going to compromise Mr. Kimster's strategy and race, because he's definitely not going to get to Meyck's slipstream now. Yeah. Oh,
that was
he hasn't pit, which is an interesting decision. He's taking them longer than they should. I think he went, what, 5? He's on 7 now, so 6 to the end. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, really unfortunate for Mr. Kimster, but he's going to try and make the move down the inside, but Carlitos with a wonderful switchback. A brilliant move. As he just bangs into the side of him. Maybe not such a brilliant move there. And he just and he hits the grass, and he's going to lose positions there. Meyck exiting the pits now, and he's got no one to contend. There's no one to contend against him. He is in clean air. He's got the pace. He's got everything. New tires, and I think he's basically free. He's got to run to the end of the race. 6 laps on the softs. Not such a demanding distance to go on the softs, and I think he is really just going to take quite the commanding win here. F186 though, with the lead right now, he's going to come into the pits. I'm going to see if he can retain the podium position that he has right now.
Did the Meyck pit?
Yep, Meyck, Fantomy have both pit. Mr. Kimster, can he beat F186 out the pits? No, he won't. He's not even going to get in the slipstream, and I think that's going to be his podium chances going away. Yeah. Really unfortunate. That incident with Carlitos, that lag rocket, really lost him a lot of time. Speaking of Carlitos, 7 seconds behind. So there clearly is two groups right now. Well, the top 4, and then the rest, and then Felix Lotus, who's 12 seconds behind everyone else. Quite the gap.
Interesting race so far.
Yeah, it's been an interesting one, but I think it's kind of gone how we expected to. We've seen Meyck dominate in qualifying, and now dominate in the race. 3 seconds on his rival. Unfortunately, it's not going to be enough, because Fantomy is going to take the title, I think, if he just stays in second. But maybe Meyck can be happy to take a win at the end of the season here.
Yeah, Meyck is looking good on this track. Fantomy kind of not looking slow, but not looking at his best.
Yeah, he's really just not up to his usual standard. We'll see how they do in jail though, with a lot more competitive drivers as well. So we'll see how Fantomy deals with those drivers. Just checking the other drivers, and there's not really much action going on. Meyck sets set the fastest lap. I don't know when, but it's a 33.15. Pretty close to his qualifying lap, to be honest. So it was a good lap to set, especially in clean air. You don't really get those slipstream fastest laps here because the drivers are just so. There's so much distance between them. Felix Lotus making a little mistake. You can see his ghost behind F186. But it's the final lap now. Meyck, a commanding lead, 5.3 seconds, and he just needs to take it to the end to take the win. But Fantomy retains second. I think he wins the championship. So
It is.
And F186, a solid podium position, a consecutive podium position, really an impressive achievement, being best of the rest out of, compared to like Meyck and Fantomy, who are just insane. So
Yeah.
Meyck finishes the race in first, a wonderful drive, and Fantomy in second there, 5.8 seconds, but he is the world champion, the Apprentice League champion, and I think well done to him. Meyck took the win, so well done to him as well. Really impressive stuff. Carlitos in 5th, Studious in 6th, Rafita in 7th, Mascabrevas in 8th, Sebas in 9th, crossing the line now, and Moi in 10th, and finally is going to be Felix Lotus. He's going to be rounding the final corners right at this moment. Oh. And he is going to cross the line. Mr. Kimster blocks him on the finish line. But here are your final race results. Your race winner here today is Meyck, with a commanding victory here today. 6 seconds on his championship rival Fantomy. And he takes the fastest lap. He had the pole as well. What a drive. An incredible drive from him. Fantomy, he has to settle for second. But he will be the Apprentice League champion. So congratulations to him. An incredible season he's had against Meyck. It's been a really interesting, few races to watch them just go at it against each other. In third, a consecutive podium. F186. A wonderful drive as well. He was consistent. He was solid. He kept it together. And compared to everyone else, he was definitely the best out there. Other than the top two. And in 4th is Mr. Kimster. He missed out on the podium position. Maybe some part of that due to the incident he had with Carlitos, who's in 5th right behind him. And in 6th is Studious. In 7th is Rafita. 8th is Mascabrevas. 9th is Sebas. 10th is Amor. And in 11th, the final position is Felix Lotus.